He come for the holidays.
And come for the holidays. Happy holidays.
All is well.
Yeah, all is well. Thanks for having me.
No problem, my brother. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. My name Lewis. I'm your host. Ain't no days off.
I'm Shariff L.
Shariff L. And man, it feels good.
Brother. That's my brother.
That's my brother.
Ain't no days off.
Ain't no days off.
Let's work.
Oh yeah, and before we get started, man, cause I know everybody watched the beginning. I don't know if y'all gonna make it all the way through. Sacred Ride. A beautiful contradiction. You know, where you online at?
I ain't online yet. We're not yet. Not yet. We'll be there soon.
We'll be there soon. Sacred
before Christmas.
Before Christmas, Sacred Ride, a beautiful contradiction.
No doubt. Peace.
Man,
appreciate it.
Man, Shariff, where you from?
From Charlotte.
North Carolina.
North Carolina, baby.
All right, your name always been Shariff?
No sir. My name was Carlton at first, and due to religious reasons and stuff going on in life, I changed my name.
Okay.
To have more of a meaning,
Okay.
Get away from the European name.
Okay. How was it growing up in Charlotte?
Beautiful contradiction.
It was a beautiful.
Yeah.
So when you say beautiful contradiction, like explain that.
It was like now as I'm older, I look back and say it was awful because we wasn't educated or privy to the things that we are nowadays. But it was there available.
Okay.
But we was just taught to focus on the lower part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The desires we had. Instead of building things, we was focused on desires.
Okay.
And that's what the contradiction come in. But it was still beautiful because the relationships you built were genuine.
Okay, yeah.
It wasn't based on you got this, I get this for you, I get this for you. Now it was genuine relationships. Like we could fight and the next day we friends. Later on we just look at each other.
That's
but we friends later on.
But we friends. So do you think we done strayed away from that friendship or that type of?
Yes, I think we have.
We have?
Yeah, as a people and as individuals.
Like negative or positive?
That's what I'm saying. It goes back to what I believe is no such thing as negative and positive. It's what's beneficial for you or what's not beneficial for you. So negative and positive is subjective rather.
Do you think people today, do you think people are still they can fight each other and be friends tomorrow? I mean, they can do it,
no.
But do we see it today?
No.
Why? What happened?
I really can't pinpoint it, but I'll say when you growing up, you had a congregation. When you growing up, you desired just to go play.
Okay.
Just to go have fun. Just to enjoy your childhood. You didn't desire to be a grown-up. You didn't desire to get these new shoes or get this and that or be popular on social media. We desire just to have fun. Just to get up, watch cartoons, and eat some cereal.
So when we hear the term "I'm outside," as kids, we've been outside.
That
way we were.
we been outside.
We hated.
They had to tell us to come in the house.
Yeah, now they got to tell y'all
go outside.
Yeah. So we have got away from that. So do you think today's generation? Do you think that that make them more smart than we was? Cause the learning is
no, actually it doesn't because in my understanding, this is my what I understand. Smart is not being able to quote something you can look up on the phone.
Okay.
Or look at some YouTube video and regurgitate whatever they said. Smart is when you go to the library, look up this index cards, go and look up this research book, not getting it off, and then have to put in your own words.
But we didn't have all this new technology and cell phone. Like when we used to have to do reports or autobiographies, we had to go in, we had to do what you just said, go into the library,
find the index card. So it's a process. And see, now it's just so quick I can type something in and look it up. But it's a benefit to it, but no one's taught us the benefit to that because it's quicker access. So now
that's the benefit because it's more less time consuming.
It's like things usually change every 100 years.
He said it's in
Hey,
there.
what the say? It's what he say. Where you been, say? Going to and fro.
Going to and fro.
See what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah, it's there. It's definitely there, man. But yeah, man. So, would you say you had a hard childhood growing up?
Yes. I must say that.
I
It was
mean-
full of love, but it was a difficult and hard because of the poverty. Because you got to understand, going through poverty, it's difficult.
Okay.
So that was the hard part, but the love was there. And going through that taught me so much and made me so much stronger because my mother taught me so much about life.
Shout out to Phoebe Strong.
Yes, no
mother.
doubt. Peace. But she showed me more than just life.
Yeah.
That it ain't about finances. You know what I'm saying? It's about your relationships you build.
So this is what I'm. So you saying
It was a hard life because poverty.
Yeah, you were saying it was a hard life because of poverty, but I don't think. So did you ever, growing up, did you ever miss a meal?
No, but see,
When you say poverty, what are you talking
This-
about as a child? I mean, looking back,
I'm gonna tell you what I say poverty is for me as a child. My mom having to work 2 jobs. I don't see my mom. My sister cooking for me. My mom, I see my mom, she just getting some rest, going back to another work. That's poverty because I don't get to see my mom. So, you know, she taught me the value of relationships, and that was beautiful. But for like, so I was like in the 4th, 5th grade, she had worked 2 jobs because she was a single mother. So it was difficult for me to see her, and I really love my mom. So, and she teach me so much, and it was just that's poverty part, because I can see that she's struggling still to pay bills. So, and my oldest brother was, you know, drugs and hard head stuff come about, so he was even locked up. So she take all her money helping him, and so they're leaving us on the short end.
Yeah,
You know, so that's what I mean by poverty.
yeah. Well, Mama made it happen though.
What?
Made it
They say,
happen.
look at me now.
Look at
But
me
yes,
now.
it's beautiful because, like I said, she taught me things that no one else taught me. She taught me the value of relationships and how to build those relationships as long as you have those relationships. Yes, son. She even talked. We had a conversation a long time ago. Yes, son. We might not have this, but you have this, and you can always give that.
Your heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she said, when you give your heart and you honest and you truthful with people, you know what that gives you? A relationship for life.
Wow. And that what people love, that genuine stuff.
That's my point.
Don't
So
know.
she taught me that is way more important than money, finances.
And you never know, and you know, in this, you never know how you've been on thought somebody was giving you their heart, and then you mess around and go through something,
And they're not there for you.
and they not there, or
they criticize you
Or
or
they-
judge you.
yeah,
You know, like, for example, I deal with a lot of people when people go through problems. Some people, like, do some things and they go back and start doing it and they feel bad about themselves. And I always tell them, why you feeling bad? You still have the chance to make a change. Judge you.
yeah,
You know, like, for example, you have the chance to make a change.
you still here.
Because I let somebody down. I understand. You didn't let nobody down. You still here. So just don't let that continue to happen and keep moving forward. See, we beat ourselves up for things that we shouldn't.
Yeah,
We still available. If you still breathing, you can change. So yeah, I revert back. Like I revert back and do this, but hey, take it on the chin.
so you
keep
say,
it going.
so what you saying? If you still breathing, then you still in it.
Yes, all the time. Why not? And if you believe in something greater than yourself, you definitely know you in it.
Definitely in it.
So I mean, like this world. This is another thing that I mean by poverty. This is what causes me to see poverty, wanting to have what other people have, desiring what other people have.
You want to skip the line?
Yeah, like that's why we sold drugs. That's why we steal.
That's why we hold.
That's why we do what we do now.
Yeah, because
To
we
get
want-
things that we like or we see somebody else with. We always say, well, I like it too. Well, if you wouldn't have seen them with it, you wouldn't have liked it because you would have never saw it.
That's
So
it.
did you create it? If you didn't create it, then somebody else gave you the idea to want that.
So
you didn't give yourself that idea.
So it's not original.
And it's not a problem. That's not a problem. The problem is the means you go by to achieve that. You put profit over people.
Family.
That's why I say people before profit for me.
People before profit.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to, cause those relate, cause that's still a
relationship.
Yeah,
exactly.
Relationship.
So if I have nothing, I still have people.
Back to the relationship.
I can have all the money, have no people, and everybody want to take what I have.
That's miserable.
Have to take what I have, so I have to watch myself.
That's miserable. I remember one time, man, a few years ago, man, I had a whole bunch of money, and but it was kind of. It was a couple things I enjoyed, but it was miserable because I had to watch my back. I had to watch the people. The police.
You didn't have no genuine people.
Like for real, I had to watch everybody.
And you know what I tell people all the time? You can't blame these people. We have no, like, we grew up thinking that we gonna die at 25.
Yeah.
We grew up thinking that we never gonna have nothing. We gotta take it. We gotta get. So I don't blame no one for nothing. I just feel like we should evolve. We should know better now.
Speaking of death, what death in your life impacted you the most?
This may seem funny now.
What's what impacted you the most?
None.
No.
Okay. Let me rephrase it.
But you didn't have no.
Let me rephrase it. I did. My aunt Charlene, I think I was 8 years old, 2nd grade.
Okay.
That hit me. I went outside, questioned God, questioned everything, and got on my knees at 8, crying. And I was going through this for weeks, like, oh man. And after that, nothing.
What you do?
Since 8 years old, nothing.
8 years old, nothing.
No doubt.
No.
No doubt.
Is there a reason why you think death don't affect you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I know I'm gonna die.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people try to tell people how to live a life and what life is about. You know what I tell people?
What?
We will never know until we finish living our life. You won't know that till you're dead. Then you'll know what that journey was about.
Then you'll know that journey when you're gone.
When you're gone. Other than then, you just guess.
You just guess. Because you don't really know. You don't.
You don't know what this is about. It could be experiences. It could be to teach you something. It could be just whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you won't know until the journey is over.
And that's wild because once the doctors told your mama that she was pregnant, you was already dying.
You was heading towards it.
You was heading towards it.
That's everything. Everything is finite except that spirit, that energy. That's why people believe in this, that God like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that energy and spirit is infinite. For instance, when I die, this shell just gonna be here. But what keeps this shell electrified and keeps it moving is gone. But this still here.
It's still there.
So something else gotta be there.
Something else gotta be there. You're right. You're right. Man, that's good. So you finished school. You know, I really thought
Yeah, the grandkids.
Yeah, the grandkids. You know, like this ain't no script. Like this, you know, this is like this ain't no fantasy world. This is real life. This is grown guy. Yeah. So, man, I remember. So, what was your first job?
You talk about a real job or a job just getting.
No, I know that.
A check or just get. Cause you know, honestly, I want to talk about my first job, Burger King. Yeah.
Burger King. Yeah. I thought, you know,
Which is up?
I never heard of two men in the truck until I seen you there.
Yes, that was one of my Albion brothers.
To this day,
He's not with us right now. My Albion brothers, Dominique Grab.
What, he passed?
Yeah, Dominique. That's my brother.
The founder of the?
No.
Oh, okay.
Talking about the brother who got me involved with that.
Oh, for real?
Company. Yeah, I worked there probably the longest that I have worked at a job. But currently I'm working now. I work the place I work now. I've been working for like 9. My son is 9, so 9 years.
Oh, wow. So you like to what? Supervise?
And I have my own business and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not supervised. I don't like to tell.
What kind of business you got?
You know, I got a clothing business, but I don't like to tell people what I do. So I'd never be a supervisor. But I'm gonna supervise my own.
Yeah. So clothing business. What's the name of your clothing business?
Developing Thought 7.
Developing Thought 7. Like you got, where do you come up with these names at? Yes, sir. What's up?
Going through these lives.
Huh?
Come on, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is live.
This ain't script. Come on in. What's up? What's up?
See, he will.
What's up?
Say peace.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So developing thoughts. What's the developing thoughts 7?
Yes.
What is that? Break that down for me.
Okay, I always been a thinker, man. So I wanted to. Me and my son was chilling. He was like wanting to do something. So he wanted to make some shirts or something. So I said, okay, we're gonna make some. So we got some equipment and stuff. Started making. He was like, Dad, why don't you put some of the stuff you be saying on shirts and stuff you be telling me? Why don't we put some of that on a shirt? I said, yeah. He said, he started. This is weird about my son. He's like 4 or 5. He said, Dad, you can get people thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, we can develop their thoughts.
Developing thought. So what's the 7?
The divine part. 7 is a divine number. That's why 7 runs throughout the Bible. 7 days to create something.
Yeah.
So that's the full cycle of creation.
Okay, developing thoughts. So can they find that online?
Yes, you can find Developing Thought 7 online. We focus on MOOR-ish apparel right now, but we have a line that's like for satchel page shirts, hockey shirts, the Black Fives, hockey championships, the old starters who started this stuff with these sports and a lot of things. So it'd be nice to check it out. You might find something you like. So
if somebody send you an idea, can you put it on a piece of clothing for them?
Yes, I can, even though I don't like to do that, but I can.
You like sticking to what you're sticking with?
Yes.
All right. And where can they find that at?
Developing Thought 7. I got an Instagram page, Developing Thought 7. I have a
web page,
website, www.developingthought7.com. I have Facebook, Developing Thought 7. I have Pinterest, Developing Thought 7. TikTok, Developing Thought 7.
We everywhere.
Just check out the social media
Thought
site.
7, yes.
Matter of fact, give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you the hoodie.
All right, I'm gonna show you this hoodie.
And then I'm just this is right here because I'm winning. So it might be a little dirty. See, things falling out. We live.
Man, this ain't.
But this is what I was saying about this the type of stuff we have. You see the Black Hockey Championship, so stuff like that. And we explain things about it and what it means to us. And Black Hockey Championships. So that's developing thought. Develop your thoughts. Get you to thinking, you know what I'm saying? So we can recreate some things and we can start back taking over what's naturally ours.
Man, yeah, that's some good stuff, man. So you was talking about poverty. Now you got a clothing line. Now you've been on are you trying to break a generational curse or something?
Can never break a generational curse. I learned that. You can't never. I can't put all that weight on my shoulders, but I can assist on breaking a generational curse because it's for generations.
I never said that wrong.
I know what you're saying. People got it wrong. They want to listen. Let me see. People want to break the generational curse. This generation. I ain't trying to break it this generation.
Why? How you know it ain't been going? What make you think you ain't the breaker? Like
if it happened, it happened. But I'm saying I'm not focused on doing it. I'm just focused on teaching my son things that I wasn't taught, so he can be able to build things for him. So he doesn't have to work for no one else. So he can do as he pleases and build more generational wealth for his kids and so forth and so on.
Earlier you said looking back that you remember poverty. Is that what your son, you trying to show to your son and your family?
No,
I'm trying to break that? Like, do you want that?
Yes, I'm trying to break that where he's allowed to do whatever he pleases when he have children.
Okay.
I mean, whatever he pleases, whatever.
All right. So
and still be able to add on to the family.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, generational curses. People take it like, oh, I'm gonna take this. Nah, it's generational. So I can make $100 million and my son can spend it all.
Every last dime.
Where the money go?
Yeah.
So I'm teaching, educate him on how to do things from scratch.
Just think if
we make our own soap. We do a lot of things. We plant our own garden. So we do a lot of things from scratch ourselves.
Yeah. And that's good because, it's because it's a lot of stuff that school don't teach us.
Yeah, so he's homeschooled.
He's homeschooled too. Yeah. So in homeschool, so I guess you teach him about credit.
Yeah, finances.
Finance. They didn't teach us that. They didn't teach us
taxes.
They didn't teach us that. They didn't teach us
survival.
I made a post today like, you remember when I graduated?
I seen your post, man. I was gonna comment, and I'm glad we're on live.
No,
it might not be live, but
no, it's live. It's live. So listen.
So we live, but listen to this. He put a post up. He got to talk about how school did something to him. I ain't even read the
I
whole
said
post.
that the worst mistake that I've made was going back to school.
And I wanted to ask you that question.
Well,
why we on live? Why you say that?
I said that because almost 3 years out since I've graduated. And you know, and I even went on to say, like, I may have just been in my feelings, but the numbers ain't numbering. The math ain't mathing. The part is the debts, the interest.
It ain't balancing out.
It ain't. I mean, not right now. Yeah, the books ain't balanced.
Like
and you know, and that's why I said that. Then someone came on my post and they was like, you never get the full amount.
You never.
But listen, when I was just so happy. Like, you know my background. You know my past.
So if you were so happy, then that happiness didn't take away that debt.
That happiness.
That wasn't worth it. That feeling of that exuberant, that feeling of having accomplished that should have outweighed that what you saying it wasn't worth it. It was worth it for that feeling that you felt at that moment. That's just like sex. It only lasts for a second. After you finish, you're like, get off of me.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, so that's my point. But was it worth it?
I don't know. Like looking back on it right now today with the debt, the interest, and all that from student loans, no.
Okay, well, would you be where you at without that?
Yes. 100%.
Okay, one more question.
I'm not in my field because of I'm not in my field because of my degree. I'm not in that.
Okay,
field.
can I say this? Actually, one more question
Yes.
about that then. Since you say that you'll be in that field anyway, this is my. Well, who made you go to school?
Me.
Okay, so take responsibility and take it on the chest and keep it moving.
All right.
That's all I can say.
No, I just threw that out there.
That's all I can say.
I just threw that out there because, like, I was fishing.
Why you fishing?
Because
you a fisherman. Your daddy used to be a fisherman.
Still a good fisherman.
So you know you can't fish and throw no hook out there with no bait and don't catch nothing.
And I caught. They threw it back, guys. Y'all, they did good. They threw it back.
But so on that degree, I tell a lot of people who ask me this, younger people, ask me a lot about college. Mm-hmm. And I always tell them weigh your options. But I always say you may end up in more debt going to college.
Yeah.
So I don't advocate you to go to college or don't go to college. It depends on what you want. You want to be a doctor, you have to go to college. You want to be a lawyer, you have to go to college. You want to be a business owner, you don't have to go to college. So it depends on where you want to go with your life. And that's the most important. We don't know where we want to go with our life.
I was just running down everything as far as finance wise, and what I've noticed was that my biggest debt right now was my student loans. And then it got me kind of down because I went to school. Yes, and you know I might not be feeling like this next year with a job or somewhere. I'm just saying right now today, looking at the numbers, the way the economy is, the way everything is.
Can I give you some insight, brother?
Yeah.
Don't look at it like that no more.
Why? How can't you? When I'm a taxpayer, when I'm buying my
I'll tell you how you
food,
can't.
how?
Because you have somebody that you put your faith in.
Okay, I do.
Why you worried? Why you worried? In due time, when I'm ready for what the Creator created for me, it's gonna come to me.
Do you?
So I have that faith.
Do you ever worry? Like you
don't worry.
Do you don't worry?
For what?
All right.
I'm gonna tell you, I do. Let me tell you this.
Right.
I do worry. Let me give you one time. I do worry.
All right.
I worry when somebody passed and somebody I love is affected by it.
But
I worry about me personally. About me.
You just say
I don't believe about me.
You just say I worry when some, but you worry so you get.
I worry about them. That's why I say I don't worry about me personally.
All right. I just think worrying is worrying.
Ain't nothing wrong with worrying.
What's wrong with worrying?
Cause you my brother. I didn't say it was nothing wrong with worrying.
You say don't worry.
Yeah, cause what is gonna get you? You know, you 40-some years old. You know worry gonna get you.
45, big shout out.
It's gonna get you stressed out.
Yeah.
And let more trouble. Make you want to revert back to things you used to do.
Yeah. Come on, let's okay, let's move forward then. What's your take on marijuana? Do you think it should be legalized?
Of course.
Why?
This is natural. I think if I don't think the government should have anything to do with that. If I can grow it on my own.
Okay. What about when it gets into the schools and all that? The elementary school, which is it's already
No. I understand what you're saying, but this is my point with that. Like I tell my people when we talk, we have to take responsibility. So if my child uses marijuana in school or something, it's my fault. I didn't do my job. See what I'm saying? I gotta prepare them enough to let them know what they're gonna face in this world. And it's up to them to make them decisions. Nothing wrong or right within the decision they make. So I'm saying, you saying drugs already in there, illegal or legal, it's gonna be there. That's just the American way.
Did our parents think like that?
No.
What did they?
I don't think that. They thought it was dope. They hated it. They hated anything that would alter your mind.
I remember.
And I understood why.
I wasn't doing drugs at the time, but I was smoking weed.
That's a drug.
That's a
drug. Your
drug.
mind.
So I was just smoking weed, and I remember my daddy he sat me down. He said, "You smoking dope?"
Yep.
And that word was so harsh.
It hurt me when my mama said, "You better start smoking that dope."
Yeah, it hurt me. I said, "No, I don't smoke dope," but that's what they refer to as marijuana.
But it is to them. Because to them it is. Because they grew up in the 60s, the hippies time.
Yeah.
So they felt like, oh, it'll make them free. They want to free. They're going to be like this and that. So to them, it gives the effect of dope. It makes you look like homeless, because you don't care about nothing no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you do believe in marijuana.
I believe in personal freedom.
Do you think it should be taxed, though?
I don't think it should be taxed.
Either. You don't think it should be legal and it shouldn't be taxed?
Yes, I'm with that, yes.
So you saying it's natural, and I get that, which it is natural, but what if they see people doing all this stuff to it? Should that be illegal? Or should it just be natural and grow out the ground just like that? What about the process?
You understand the bureaucrats is crazy, but the thing about that is the FDA or these alphabet people allow different types of poisons now in foods.
Yeah, a whole lot.
A whole lot of poisons that's not allowed in other countries. And we consume it daily.
Yeah.
And they tell us, well, this amount don't hurt. But the accumulated amount over years of doing this does. So it leads to cancer. It leads to all these other effects. So when people say that, I question because it's already here. All these additives and all these other things in our food and all this other stuff. So when you say they're doing something to that, whatever gonna make them money, they'll be okay with it.
And I get I get what you're saying, because you got your cocaine, but as soon as you put heat and water to it, it's a whole nother different charge.
Yeah.
Same thing. All you did put water and heat, and it's a whole nother different. It can put you in a whole nother tax bracket.
Because America is based on finance. It's based on contract law. So there's a lot of it's based on things that we grew up to base things on feelings because we was raised by single mothers. So we base a lot of things on how we feel. We don't use our logic and reason to think things through, you know what I'm saying? That's why when somebody going through something, I always tell young boys, hey, listen, brother, just chill out. Take a day or so. Let's go chill out. Let's go shoot some ball. Let's do whatever. Let's go talk. Let's go hang out, do something, and see if you feel the same way tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But because a lot of times we just react because we do react with our feelings. Because that's what we was brought up on.
Those little couple minutes can cost you everything.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody ever told us to sit down, take a deep breath, use your logic, use your reason. Is it worth it? So, so a lot of times we get involved in these situations and we think that we have some selective outrage, right?
Yeah.
Depends on if we like it or not.
Choose.
Yeah, pick and choose. Instead of just outrage, we select what we want to be outraged about.
What you think about Black Lives Matter?
I mean, I don't. What you mean?
Yeah, you don't think about it,
what
but
you mean?
You know it's a thing.
You talking about the organization?
The organization.
I'm not privy to a lot of knowledge on it because I don't deal with the organizations. Because anytime organizations are formed, they always have the reason behind why
They
they
already got a
formed.
reason.
And then you look at who formed them.
Oh, they got mansions now.
No, they didn't even form them. Some people up under them. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So anytime something is formed, if you do enough digging and research, you'll see that it's owned by someone else. They just the front people, as they call them.
Okay.
The faces. So I don't really get involved in those types of organizations.
What you think about black on black crime? Do you
Same
think it's
thing
at
I think about white on white crime.
Do you think it's at an all-time high?
Nah, same thing I think about white on white crime. We commit the crime when we live close by. In the proximity of them.
Okay.
So if I live close by this guy, I ain't gonna go way over here to this other neighborhood to create a crime. You know what I'm saying? But we just that's what I mean selective outrage, because if you look at the statistics, I'm not privy to them recently, but it's like 85% of the crime is white on white too. White and white crime too, black on black crime. But on that note, this is what I say. We was educated, we was taught to dislike people. What I was saying earlier, we dislike what we don't like in ourselves, so we want to kill that part in ourselves, and we can't do it because we ain't man enough. So we have to kill it in our brother.
You know, I heard somebody say, you ever heard the saying, life is short?
It's finite, it's real short. It's a blink of an eye.
I heard somebody say life is short until you're doing it in prison.
I gotta take a drink on that one. I ain't never heard that one.
That's deep though, ain't it?
Cause I've been there for 134 days.
134 days.
I remember the days.
Long.
That's how I remember the days.
So like, and I've been there for years.
Yeah.
And that's the whole, like how we learn to adjust out here.
Learn to adjust.
We learn to adjust in there.
That's the mastermind of see, listen, man. I tell people, when people, you know, I'm not a religious person, but I did do teachings, I studied. But you know, I said, God said he blew the breath inside of man, and man became a living being.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is so beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Remember I was just talking about death?
Yeah.
That breath is gone now. So I'm not a living being anymore.
What you think that breath was?
I don't know. I ain't gonna even try to guess, because I don't know.
So earlier you was talking about a spirit. And
Spirit is breath when you research the word.
You was talking about a spirit. So
Spirit is breath when you
and when that breath leave your body,
that last breath. You take that last breath. You defecate. And when you do that, everything release.
Yes. Yeah. So
the shell goes back the way it came.
So what if that breath he blew into man was the spirit? So when that spirit leave, your breath is leaving. So that's where you return to that place wherever you was talking about earlier.
I don't know where it's at. I don't know wherever it is.
I don't know.
We don't
I just
know.
When that breath leave your body, though,
that's it.
That's it, though.
Ain't nothing happening. But you know, those are deep topics. But you know, I believe that breath is connected to all things. It's only one breath.
One breath.
It's only one breath. It's only one. It's only one. God is one. All is one. It's only one.
We are a people.
Let me give you this perspective. A lot of people are ants. Ants. So they look at things. An ant sees a blade of grass. Oh, it's big. Oh, so an ant can see everything because it's so big and little to them. The further you go up, the smaller things are. The more they connect. So the higher your thoughts go up, the more things seem connected. Because you're looking at them from on high. So you're not down here looking at the individual planes.
Wow.
You're not on that plane looking at this different, that's different.
That's deep.
You're above. So you're looking down on it, so you're seeing how everything's connected.
The higher you go, the smaller things are.
Yes. You can go like you see the earth. The higher they go, the little bit smaller they get. You see the universe is one.
Man.
So man thinks like an ant. Small thoughts.
All right.
You don't want food, clothes, shelter.
And what's the time? That's all I wanted.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. And water.
But man has logic and reasoning, so he can do much more.
Yeah, you do a lot more.
Yes.
Man, just think if we was if we had all this stuff that the new generations up.
We did, brother.
Man. We didn't. It wasn't accessible though.
It was.
We didn't have iPhone. We didn't have iPhones back then.
We didn't need iPhone.
We didn't need them. We didn't have them.
No, we didn't need them.
Why?
Because
Because what? What you
If we
drinking
need
on?
them, we would have.
What's that?
I don't even know, man. My wife got stuff over there. I just pulled
You
something
just
in there.
pulled.
That's from the birthday last week. And I don't drink, but I just want to take a little sip.
Happy belated birthday.
Appreciate it, my brother.
So man, come on.
Let's go.
Yeah. So I actually so you introduced yourself as Sharif, and then you say you was born Carlton.
Yes, sir.
Did you change your name?
Yes, sir.
Like
I went through a process, renaming process. I was given the name Shariff,
you was given the name Sharif.
which means nobleman, the sheriff, the nobleman.
Your mama, who gave you Sharif?
The sheik gave me Shariff.
A sheik?
Yes, in the MOOR Science Temple.
You trust a sheik?
Yes, I trust the sheik. I trust myself.
Like you said, a sheik, like sheik.
Grand sheik is like it's like a pastor or imam.
But in the MOOR,
Yes.
in
In the temple.
what's called
MOOR Science Temple of America.
Moorish
Science Temple of America.
Moor Nation.
No, Moorish
Science Temple
of America.
Okay. So so how long have you been Moorish?
Been studying since 2006.
So did I say that wrong? How long you been Moorish, or how long have you been Moor or Moor?
Been a Moor forever.
Cause Moorish it's something like.
I know a lot of people say that. Okay.
Oh, I'm not the first one.
No, a lot of people, people have a problem with somebody say, "Well, I'm Moorish." No, you're a Moor. You're dealing with some madness a lot of times, but so it depends on how deep you trace the roots of Ish to.
The roots of Ish.
Yes.
Have you traced them?
Yes.
How deep did you trace Ish?
Ish means resemblance or some.
Okay.
Resemblance of. Right?
Yes.
But you have Moorish. When you have a Danish, what is a Danish? And I'm not even using no nationality. Danish. Ain't it one object?
It is.
You don't know, see what I'm saying? But my point is this.
No, that was
Ish.
deep. That was deep though.
Ish depends on where you put the word.
But I think but you wrong. I think it's more of like the
resemblance
noun,
that's what they say.
the person, place, or thing.
Pronoun
like
depends on where you use it in the sentence and what you use it as.
Yeah, that's two different things.
Okay.
You're talking about people,
Okay.
not a thing.
Let me tell you this.
Okay.
Are we the original man?
As African
Okay, what you gotta say?
Americans,
Are you the original African? You descend from them, right? Or ascend from them? You descend from the original man, from the first man, right? Adam, you ascend from
I'm
Adam.
about to tell you. Can I tell you?
Yeah.
I'm African Kish.
Nah.
I'm African-ish.
No, I'm saying. No, I'm gonna say.
All
Did
right.
you ascend from Adam and Eve, right? According to the teachers.
According to the teachers, yes.
Adam and Eve, we all
yes.
descend.
According to,
And we're not Adam and Eve, right?
we're not Adam and Eve.
We're not the first Moors. We're of Moorish descent.
Moorish descent.
Yes.
Am I Moorish descent?
Of course. And I'm gonna tell you why a lot of people have.
So
bigger-
not even Africa. Take Africa after. Is Africans Moorish descent or no? Or they're
It depends on the perspective you're coming from. Yes.
Yes, they're Moorish
Yes.
descent.
Morocco, if you want to use Morocco in Africa, so that's Moorish.
Morocco.
The Moors.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But you remember in school they taught you about the Moors conquering Spain?
Okay.
The Moors bringing civilization to Rome?
They was talking about.
Us. Our forefathers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why we use Moorish. We're not those, but we descend from them.
Okay. All right. So, and how long have you been Moor-ish?
I'm a Moor.
How long you been a Moor?
For forever. I mean, how long I had knowledge of me being of that descent since 2006.
2006, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. That's 17 years. All right, then. All right. Sharif.
You should call me whenever you want.
I want to call you Sharif for this part of the.
Oh, that's peace.
For
That's
this
peace.
part,
Whatever.
Sharif.
Whatever.
All right. Can you explain the core beliefs and principles of Moor religion and how they differ from other religions?
It's not a religion, actually.
Okay, it's not a religion.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you have Moriscos, which is Christian Moors. So you have different type of Moors, but basic principle, so it's not a religion, it's a nationality.
National. Okay, can you
But
explain?
I can tell you the three tenets of the religion because we practice the old time religion of Islamism.
Y'all practice
The
what?
old time religion of Islamism, which is based on 5 principles:
What's that?
love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Yes.
You know, just thinking about those 5 things right there, this would be a much better place.
It's always a better place. But if anybody follow any of the spiritual teachings or religious books, teachings in the religious books, it'd be a better place. They don't follow.
They don't follow.
Anybody follow the Bible, any of them.
What led you to choose? What led you to choose? What led you to choose to become a Moor?
Like I said, more is a nationality. I learned in my descent, my nationality. I wanted to have a nationality. I knew black was an adjective used to describe something. That can't be me. I'm a person. So it ain't black ain't a person, place, a thing. That's used to describe a person, place, a thing.
So
that's black.
If you're filling out an application, do you fill out other?
Of course. And I put more.
I like that because and this is a good conversation I need because black is an adjective used to describe something. Black. How come black?
We learned that in elementary school. Now there's a person, place, a thing.
And they say, "What color are you?" Black. And I see people that's
we chocolate. We different shapes of
like,
brown.
how can
olive. That's what we
this
call
is
olive.
black. This is black.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, some people. I've ran across the internet pictures of people that color, but it's more so a case system.
Yeah.
It's a color system.
Okay.
Make one superior than the other.
How does Moors view the concept of God and the divine?
We use Brother Jesus teachers.
Brother,
the 18 years of Brother Jesus teachers.
Do you believe he was a prophet?
Of course.
So you use 8. So
prophet
you
is an angel of Allah. They came to bring the word of Allah to
so
man.
So you believe he walked on water?
Depends on what you mean by walking on water.
Walking on water mean, do you believe it was
walk on the water?
I mean, listen, hold on. When it's frozen, I get it. But do you believe that it was he came walking out of the mist on water when the boat was sailing?
I don't.
So
I think that's more of an allegory. Like he said, he speaks in allegories and parables.
So you think that was more of a parable?
He had 12 disciples. A lot of people, according to the constellations, the sun, he's the only begotten son in the middle. He got 12 constellations. He's Pisces. And it's a lot with that when it comes to
Jesus wasn't Pisces?
2 feet, right? I mean, it's 2 fish. He fed them with 2 loaves of fish, two fish, a loaf of bread.
So what made him a Pisces?
What is a Pisces?
That's a fish.
2 fish.
2 fish. But
fed him during the Pisces age. That's what I'm saying. That's a whole nother conversation. But on what you saying, we ain't gonna get to that. That's a whole nother. That's dealing with the celestial part of it. The Holy Bible. You know what the Holy Bible is? The Helios Biblios.
Helios Biblios.
The Helios Biblios.
That's
the book of the sun.
Oh, okay.
English is a bastard language. We all know it's from Latin and Spanish and all that. It's a bastard language.
English is a bastard language.
Of course.
I never heard that.
But dealing with what you're saying about that, no, I don't believe he walked on water. I don't believe that.
Say what?
I don't believe he walked on water. I don't believe none of that.
Oh, Lord.
What you don't believe?
Damn.
Is it still connected?
No, maybe.
It did. Time immemorial, like I said.
All right. In what ways can you describe the role? Do y'all fast? Is there a place in the Moor for fasting?
Somewhat. I'm not. It's sort of an individual thing, but yes, we do. We usually fast on holiday for 12 hours too.
Why? What does it symbolize? Why fast? Who fasted? Why? Like
why? Sundown. So, because just giving praise due and having that strength within self, the strength of Allah. showing the strength that you got. You don't need that. You got that all out within to take care of you, keep you going.
How do you view the afterlife?
I don't. I don't mean no harm to say that, brother, but I don't. I ain't been there. I can't view it.
Are there rituals and ceremonies?
It's ceremonies. I wouldn't say no rituals, but you might have, you know, you got your, when you get your name and ritual, yeah. You know, you get your nationality card, those types of things, new members coming in, yeah. So,
How do Moors approach sin
what you mean?
and forgiveness? Christians believe that sin is bad, but they need to forgive. Like, what do Moors think about sin and
I told you
forgiveness?
who we deal with.
Huh?
Told you we deal with Brother Jesus. So we sort of view it the same way. Well, I can't tell you what they view. I sort of sin. Depends on what you mean, sin. What you mean? What somebody else would say sin or what a sin? It's certain rules and regulations you don't go by or you kicked out. You can't do certain things.
Why?
Because that'll tear that accord up. That'll tear that unity up. We're about unity. We're about building something. So we can't have nobody in there that's, you know, doing this and this and that that's gonna destroy that. So you can't be running around selling drugs, doing this and that. I mean, a lot of things, man, you know, treating women that way. So it's a lot of things we don't approve of.
So, as far as being a part of the Moorish science temple,
I'm not a part of one currently, so no, I'm not a part of one currently.
All right.
I've been a part of temples, but I'm not.
Right now, you're
currently.
so we're
Not a member of one currently.
So where you just?
What you mean?
So you're not a part of no
temple now? Nah, not right this second. But I've been to temples. I go to temples.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what about prayer? Do you pray? Is your prayer different than someone else's prayer? Than a Christian prayer?
We have a prayer.
Y'all do have a prayer?
Yeah.
Is it different from how Christians pray? Because Christians get on their knees and just pray about
We
faith
pray about the prophet and you know, Allah should be our salvation by day and by night.
Mm.
And you know, you can pray according to whatever. Because one thing that the Moor teaches that the Holy Quran, the Moor Science of America tells us that Allah and man are one, God and man are one.
Okay.
But we debased ourselves, tore ourselves away apart by carnal thoughts and words and deeds. So we don't need no middleman. We go to that higher self within, to that God within. Because even when you pray, who you talking to?
God.
You sure? He's selective in who he answers.
How? I never heard
Because
that.
everybody who pray don't get what they pray for. People die every day. We pray for we send prayer warriors out to get them better every day.
You know what? I used to say that. I used to pray that. I used to pray that, and then now I pray let your will be done.
Exactly, as it is.
I used to pray because and I do believe he can do anything. But if I had a friend, a family member that was laying there riddled up with cancer and in pain, I'm not gonna pray.
Can I say this? I understand a lot of people who believe in higher power said that they people can do anything. But I say this to Christians. I'm not bashing. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. That's what I follow. But I say this all the time. People say they pray into this and that to God for this, and they want you to pray one. But I tell them, if he wouldn't save his son, what makes you think he gonna save you?
But see, and that's good in a way, and I like this where we're going with this. But he did save his son.
How?
Huh?
How?
Well,
What did he say when he was on the cross?
My God, why have thou forsaken me? It was a bigger picture.
Okay. It's all the time.
And sometimes you can be going. Have you ever been going through so much? He was in so much pain. Who haven't been?
You know what we call it? Martyrs.
He was a martyr.
King,
he was a martyr.
Malcolm.
All in martyr. But he was in so much pain right then.
Pain.
Yeah,
Man, walk on water. Why ain't gonna feel some pain?
He gonna feel this. He walked on water because of his faith.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What happened when he got up there?
Huh? It's
Did he
hard
lose faith?
when you're hanging up
Did he
there
lose faith? That's my
on
point.
that cross right there, and
It ain't hard for the son of man.
stabbing
It ain't
you.
hard for the son of man.
Huh?
Because this body is
You
not
just
his,
said
and he
you-
know it ain't it.
But you just say, so do you believe you're God?
For me?
Yeah.
It depends on what you say God is.
Well, do you believe you're God? That's just a
What's
yes
your
or
definition
no.
of God?
Huh?
What's your
You
definition
believe
of
you're
God?
God body?
What's your definition of God?
You believe?
What's your understanding of God? Not your devil. What you understand God to be? The creator of all? The creator of everything? No, I'm not.
Well,
No, I'm not.
so you got the power to build and destroy.
All the time.
You got the power to give life and take life.
All the time.
So when I asked you that question, you said it depends on what I mean.
Because
explain your God, the way you consider yourself as God to me. Explain it.
Oh, so I'm responsible for anything going on in my life. That's as simple as I can say.
You're responsible for anything that goes on in your life.
Yeah, and I take full responsibility for anything going on in my life.
No,
I control everything in my life. I'm gonna tell you why. Because somebody can do something to me, and it can hurt me a lot. But guess what? I can acknowledge I'm hurt, but I don't have to give them that power and keep thinking about it, burning myself, trying to throw some hot grease on when the grease is in my hand. The grease hot. I'm still trying to throw
it's
it.
real hot.
Yeah, so I've learned that a long time ago. Just take responsibility. If somebody did me wrong, okay, they did you wrong. How you gonna respond to that? What you gonna do with it?
How does Moors view the role of women?
As helpmate.
No, because you said Muslims, and I know Muslims.
A helpmate. She raised them children. She keep that house in order.
So a lot of
She the one.
So the women. So do they think that women should not be going on the job working, or do they think they should be like the provider for?
Let me just. Every man that's a real man want to be able to do that. But in this day and time, it's so difficult because a lot of people like the luxuries of life.
Okay.
See, that's what people miss. They be like, well, back in the day, they said, yeah, well, they ain't want all these cars, 2-car garages, nice clothes, expensive jewelry, nice cars. They just wanted a house where they can make it a home.
That's it.
Now you want all this extra stuff, and a lot of people tell me the man should be responsible for all of this. And I just feel like it shouldn't be, you shouldn't put all that on your man if you want all this extra stuff. Now, if you just want the basics, yeah, that dude should do that.
So you think it should be like?
But let me go back to this more. So, if all possible, no. Sure, we don't want to work and we want to have our own business and working at home.
So you think it should be like 70-30?
Ain't no percentages.
You don't think it should be some kind of
It
percentage?
varies.
It depends on the times.
Yeah, it depends on
what's
who it
going
is
on
and the
in life.
times and what the woman make,
Depends on
what the
what we
man make,
need,
yeah,
yeah.
what the situation
All
calls
right,
for.
okay.
But I'll tell you this, I don't think no woman should be footing the whole thing unless this brother in a situation where he can't do nothing. I don't think the woman should be doing everything that she can to make the thing going, and the brother ain't doing nothing. I don't believe in that.
All right.
So he can't be no freeloader. I mean, she can assist him if he's in a time of need, but to me, and the Moors, men gotta be upright. We're upright, independent, and fearless as men and the Moors. So we have to be upright. We have to be independent, and we gotta be fearless when we are in this world.
Fearless.
Fearless out here.
All right. I'm gonna kind of jump back a little bit. And speed things up a little bit. I know you're a very busy man. Got your grandkids.
they can run around.
They can run around.
Yeah, they peace.
Hey, listen to this though. When we was growing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we hung around with the people that we hung around with growing up, we didn't have to worry about them backdooring us, crossing on us. When one person had it,
What you
we
mean?
all had it. I mean, we ain't have to.
That's false. That's false.
That's false. Okay, that's what. Okay, how's it false?
Because, man, back in the day, I was growing up, man, my old men used to sneak behind their partners and do it to their women take their little money. You know, they do get drunk, try to hustle them for their money, and they
Did
go
your
get their
partners? I said us growing up, the people that we ran with, did our partners do that to us?
Not on that degree, but to a small degree, they might steal your candy.
Yeah. look in your trees.
Yeah. I said, oh, they ain't gonna know that missing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? so
in your trees.
you feel what I'm saying? So, but that's what I tell you. But who's to say that makes them a bad person?
It don't make
You know
them
what
a
I'm saying?
bad person.
I know this person. So right now, in that time, yeah, he might have been in need, and a person like me be like, that's peace.
And then a lot of people
I think of the university. I must didn't need
a lot of people they blame it on their upbringing, but and their parents and they father and their parents, but that's what they knew. So how were they wrong?
Man, you know what your mom and dad are worried about? Your black ass surviving, pardon my French. So you worried about them teaching us. I used to be like, I was telling the older guy, I said, man, my mama, you know, when I first started learning, I learned this, you know, first you gonna worry about that, man, upbringing, she could have just showed me. He said, nigga, your mom was just making sure you made it. Your mom was just making sure you had some fucking food to eat, something where to lay your head. And you worry about what she taught you, what you know now. I couldn't even say nothing else. And I learned from that on that it was their responsibility to make sure that I can breathe to do this when I get grown to do for myself. That's all she was responsible for. She didn't have to teach me this. She just had to get me to this age where I can do it myself.
Looking back, you realize it was all love.
She didn't. I didn't see her. She worked.
Even when they was just so angry at us, it was just love.
Nah, I mean, it. You know, sometimes they was angry. You know, women are emotional.
Yeah.
So something ain't going right in their day, they can just, dudes, you be like, man, your dad, get away from me. Or, you know what I'm saying, an older guy, but your mother's going, you look like your daddy. Or, you know, so she get angry, wow. Because that's the woman is, you know, that's what I told my wife. I said, if women just don't know they're the most aggressive, they're the most violent, and that's why God made man stronger than woman. A man give a woman everything just to be with her. Think about if women were stronger. They'll take over. Men make you do whatever they want you to do.
Whatever they want you to do.
So, it's just my opinion, but this is a lot of things I think about. Stuff like that. But yeah, our parents loved us, and our homeboys we grew up with, they wouldn't take, they'll get their life for us, but they'll take a little bit of our weed. Yeah. That's the dichotomy in life, man. It's a beautiful contradiction.
So earlier you said that you was in jail for 17 months?
No, 134 days.
134 days. How long did it seem like?
3 years.
134 days. What made it seem so long?
Not been able to see the people I love.
That was hard, ain't it?
Yep.
Do you ever want to be in that position again?
If I have to be, it's cool.
What are some things that where you wouldn't mind being in that position? Like if something happened to, like for
it's a
me,
lot. It's a lot.
For me personally, don't put your hands on don't put your hand on my family. You don't like you don't even.
You be honest, bro. The Circle 7 say, Jesus said, God never created a heaven and hell. Allah never created heaven and hell for man. We are created and we create our own. Okay. It's in the Bible, it's talking about how heaven and hell is a mental state of being, mind state. So a lot of times people don't know when Jesus said we created, I took that to heart when I studied these teachings. I don't just study them revert, just to say them, I study them taking to heart. So when he say that let me know. When you just said that, if somebody, what would make me go back? Nothing. I would never have to. I would never be put in that situation. Because I'm a creator.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're.
So you doubting? That's just, you see what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people mean. Because when I say stuff, they're like, but nothing. You don't have to create it. You have faith in it.
Well, no, because when I technically asked you the question, you said a lot of things.
It is.
Okay, but now you said nothing.
I'm saying for you, I said you should have said that because it should be nothing that should get you in that situation.
No, but see, I don't.
What you saying? What put me in that situation?
Like I can get a call right now. My daughter tell me that somebody's up there beating her. I'm gonna run up there and probably run over with my car. I can't have no something. They're gonna have to
Okay,
get up
can I
off
say this?
when
Can
I
I say
pull.
this?
Listen. Let me say this. When I pull up there and they're gonna whatever I can get or whatever I can use as a weapon or something, and it's just for me and my daughter, my grandson, my mama, brother. It's just for me. Whatever I got to use at that time, whether it's a vase, a black, whatever it is, they getting up off them.
I'm laughing because of this, brother. You said that, and I said no. Now I got a situation maybe a year ago. We're not gonna get involved who or what.
Yeah.
But something happened, which that probably make me do it. Somebody put their hands on a woman.
Yeah.
And I had to show them. I had to.
You had to come out of retirement.
Yeah, basically.
Because you don't come out of retirement often. Cause you be real laid back.
I have.
You always been laid back. You
Forever.
Yeah, it's only a few things that you wanted to do, man. You wanted to smoke,
just
and
smoke,
chill,
just get high, chill out,
and play basketball.
Just play basketball. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's still me.
And that's
it's different now.
You.
Just chill with the family.
Now,
you know what I'm saying, build some business. It helps some little young brothers out.
But you got to look. You got to realize 20 years ago. How old are you now?
48.
You 48. 20 years. When you was 28. Your life ain't look like this. Man,
oh, heck no.
Man, when I walked in, bro, like, when I walked in, first of all, let me say this, man. Because my daddy dated his mama, and we stayed together.
We was young.
And we was real young.
Elementary, junior high. Yeah.
At high school.
I'm saying it started like
it started. Yeah, I mean we had like 10 years, 12 years in, like, and we've been knowing it's been love ever since, man. And like
you seen where we come from, so.
And I saw where we come from, and so when I pulled up, you see,
this guy.
this guy. But y'all don't see what I. See, you just see y'all just see this, man. But like to me, this is.
I don't picture it now.
You don't picture it now. But you know,
I be happy in the hood with a 2-bedroom.
With a 2-bedroom, yeah. But you really would want to return back to.
It don't matter, bro.
It don't matter.
I mean, I wouldn't because of my like, for instance, my son want to go back.
Do you think?
Because that's just because of the friends and all this.
Do you think he would be if he go back, he'll be subjected to some of the things that people? Nah. You think why? Because he got his own mind.
Yeah, but if I allow him to not stay on them and not keep drilling like a hammer at home, like, come on, son, and I never get on my son 9 years old. I never whoop. But his mother had whooped him maybe one time, but I never whooped. If I sit down and talk to my son, she's like, because I'm a talker, so I'm gonna explain every little thing about what's going on, what this can lead to, what it can.
But we've been through it though.
That's my
point. Know.
But when we was coming up, people tried that with us. We didn't listen. And so I knew my son listened. That's why I keep hammering it. And I understand now what they say. All right, you'll see when you get old. We was young, want to be old. Now we old, want to be young.
Yeah,
ain't that weird?
Yeah, we didn't listen.
But it's a beautiful life. Life is beautiful. Life is what you make it, they say.
Yeah, we did not listen.
Say, Mama, we made it. What you do, man?
I don't know what's going on with the
This Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we might still be on between the both of them. We still on there somewhere. Yeah, so
it's still on one something. So it's still.
I think it might just be this yeah. So y'all know this is real. This ain't scripted, man. Like shit, things happen. Y'all know sometimes in life.
They say 100.
Yeah, sometimes things just don't go the way you plan it. What's the situation?
It don't.
Give me 2 situations where you planned it. It looked good in your mind, but when you went to go fulfill it or went through with it, didn't work out. Give me 2 situations, real life situations.
I can say my business when I first started.
Okay.
We had aspirations of just blowing up, like boom, and like I'm gonna get it here, I'm gonna do this, and I was kind of disappointed. But then since I I've been studying, like I said, since 1995. So I always revert back to meditation. So anytime I get like that, don't last no more than a day. So it really not. It don't sound crazy, but nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Because I just whatever place the Creator puts me in, I'm grateful. What if I have nothing or if I have something, I'm grateful.
Grateful.
So if I'm hurt one leg, my back, I hurt my back on my birthday. I'm grateful. I mean, so whatever situation that the Creator find me, put me, I just make the best out of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and I plan for.
That going, I can understand. I know for me, I was real mad because when I first was trying to get off my ain't no days off, when I first got up in my mind one night, I said I'm finna push that because and it all started. I first started working out, and I made a post one day on the beach. I was like, ain't no days off, and I was like, God, and I just kept saying it, and now like it became a thing, and then I was like, I'm gonna get me a podcast, and when I first announced I'm gonna get me a podcast, everybody seemed so happy for me. And then they were happy for me, and I really appreciate that. That felt so good to get all them likes on social media. And I remember when I first did my first podcast, and I remember watching it, and I only had got like one viewer, two, but they scrolled right out of it. And I remember watching that, and that as a person that to get so many like people encourage me because the way you can help someone like that's on social media, it ain't got to be money. You can share, you can like it, comment, you can tag somebody.
That's what I mean. Let me tell you why they liked it when you put the idea there, because you didn't have the show.
Yeah, but now
once you had the show, you did something.
Yeah, I was.
And I'm not saying people, but everybody like it, but majority of people just grew up and they just can't think of themselves, so they talk to hate the next man. So you doing something they can't do.
I feel and listen, I feel some type, and let me tell you why I feel some type of way, because let me talk right here. And let me tell you why I feel some type of way, right? And I seen something and I posted it today because the same thing that I'm trying to do, I see people liking and sharing and posting other people's stuff that I know.
Personally know.
And you know, man, like, I don't care whatever you done got going. Like, I share a lot of people's stuff, bro. Like, I share. You trying to go, I share.
Yeah, because it don't hurt nothing.
So it don't hurt nothing to share. I put on.
Just push a button.
Yeah, all you got to do is share it. And you ain't even got to like it. Just share it.
They don't want to see people shine.
And you don't even want. And I understand it's not your dream and your vision, but I expect people to have the same energy as me.
Your brother.
You my brother. You my sister. You my friend. We co-work. We grew up together. We from the sandbox. All it takes. And I got like, I don't know how many friends I got. Probably like 2,000, I think, or not 1,500. And a lot of them probably not even on social media no more, or it's probably a fake page or whatever the case may be. It don't take nothing for you to share. Like, I can get 150 likes. Those should be 150 shares.
I forgot how Meek Mill got this line, but I ain't gonna even put it out there. But anyway, you know what's
Try
crazy?
to put it out there. Let's see it.
I'm just trying to relate it. He said black girls looked at him as being ugly.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but Chinese and white women, they love me. So I equated to this. People that know me don't support like people that don't know me. I got people that I don't know personally that seen some of my things and they just love it so much they buy it. Anytime they get extra money, they buy from me.
Bro. Support
me. Brother, I support your mission, what you headed, what you're trying to do. I'm there for you. So this brother buys every time he gets paid. Brother, I forgot your name, peace. I don't want to bastard, but and he buys every time he get paid, he buys something from me.
Yeah.
Because he say he wants to support me because he see what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So he see the vision.
They said a stranger support you before a friend will.
They will.
And you know,
friend will record you.
And that's my friend will record you. Yeah. And
the white man walk and say, "Hey, leave that guy alone."
But but I'm gonna tell you what they will share. Like right now, if you just hit me in my mouth.
Yep. Boy, they fight.
Bro, I'll go viral today. Yeah. I'll go viral.
I made a post today. You see my post?
Nah, come on, I can look at it with my phone.
Let me go grab my phone.
Yeah.
Look at your phone, read it.
I'll go viral, like, and you know, and I be getting in my feelings, but like I had a friend named shout out to Tink say that it ain't everybody's vision, it's my vision.
Yeah.
Cause
That's
I'm
what you gotta
gonna
realize.
apply
It ain't
pressure. Cause I'm
everybody.
gonna apply pressure.
You can't apply pressure.
If I meet one person, if I reach
apply
one
pressure.
person a day that's digging my thing, I'm having a good day.
It's like this post. I put a quick question. Who is the greatest basketball player of all time?
I saw that.
Who is the greatest, rap?
You said that ain't questions we should be.
That ain't the question we should be
I
asking.
saw
But those
that.
are questions that we love to ask.
Yeah.
We love to ask, well, who does they argue over this? And I study economics. So my son's gonna study economics next quarter in his class. But we study, there's two things. It's called a positive and a nominal statement. One of them, a nominal is like, it's opinions. It can't be proven.
Yeah.
A positive statement can't be proven. So we always deal with a time like who the best. These are subjective things we always argue. And that way, we like that because it makes us feel important. Because we have nothing in us that we're scared to show the truth. Like they want to say, bring that monster. Who you really? We scared. So we got to put this aside. I got to buy these. I got to buy this, buy that. Because I don't want nobody to see who I really am.
Man, and that's crazy. Like I used to want that validation when I was young. I used to need that validation. I used to want people to tell me I'm good. I was dressed good. I used to feed off that. When I didn't get that, I wasn't even myself. And and looking back, a lot of times like that done got me in some bids too, because I've always tried to fit in. Because growing up, like we kind of had it all right at home.
If you look at
we look back and what they had going and
other places.
We kind of had bad than a lot of people.
We had way better than a lot of people.
Yeah, and if we look back at it, so it wasn't that bad. But me trying to fit in.
Yeah, that's what I say when
just trying to fit in.
And you know why we trying to fit in? But I always tell my son this. God created one thing, the human race. The human race created different nationalities. Different nationalities created different tribes. Different tribes created different members. Different members created different families. Just how it go down.
Everybody, that's why we all one.
That's why we all one.
That's how we all one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
That's why Moors too. That's why I deal with Moors. A lot of Moors like to say they don't like people to call them black or they have a major problem with the way people.
They like to be called Moors.
And I don't have no problem with that. But you know what I'm saying? I meet a man where he at.
Yeah.
I don't bring him to my height. I meet him where he at.
Yeah.
So you say peace, black man. I'm gonna say peace, brother. I ain't gonna call you that black man. I'm gonna say peace, brother.
I was sitting out riding with my grandson yesterday, and he just talk sex, and I love it. Cause like you remember when I stayed locked up like all the time.
You get
like,
to see it now.
Like for real, I was locked up all the time. You seen it, like you're a witness. Like this ain't nothing that we making up. I stayed in it. Like
he was New Jersey Drive for New Jersey Drive.
For real, like this is all facts. Like this ain't even fabricated.
Yeah, this real.
And to be sitting there and like license card,
not even scared of the police.
Like I ain't have no. He ain't had none of that. And my grandson, and he even told me something I ain't even know. I had to look it up. He was talking about Pluto and how they call it the dwarf planet, and how like it ain't even a planet no more. So. So I played like I so I played like I knew, like, and that's crazy, right? I didn't play like I know. I was like, yeah, grandson.
Yeah, like you know,
like he knew what he was talking about. But then in my mind, and then I was like, I didn't know that, so I went and looked it up.
How you say he is again?
He's 6.
You know something? We know what they did a study that they took 5-year-olds. 80% of them were geniuses at solving problems. Same group when they got to 7. 2 years later, they moved down to 60%. They moved to 9 years old, it moved like to 30%. When they got 12 and on up, it moved like to 2-3%.
So that means our generation gets smarter than that.
Yeah, but the problem is we hinder that. No, you can't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Like for instance, That's why when people come here, my son go crazy sometimes. You know, not crazy, but you know what I'm saying? He beating on things, he just doing, running around, jumping, beating on stuff, like making noise. And they like, hey, let your son do that. Hey, shit, he might want to be a guitar. He might be a drummer.
Yeah.
He might be a scientist. I'm going to see what he's doing so I can just go ahead and foster that in him.
And
that's me as a parent.
Yeah.
I got to be able to handle it. I ain't stressed, so I can deal with it. Make the noise, son.
A lot more parents is like just like how you raising you don't kill no dream in no child.
Why?
What you mean sitting there telling your child they can't be a singer, dancer, drummer, whatever.
Well, you know, I do some things, grown things sometimes, but my son know I do them, and you know why? A lot of times I tell the truth. A lot of times we do things because we're addicted. Yeah. We like it. We just keep doing it. We just feel better when we do it. Yeah. Just be honest.
And then that's it, man. Children are, cause believe it or not, the children are our future. How important is health insurance and life insurance to you?
It's the utmost importance, actually. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we see it go fund me, or I need to have fish fries. I think everyone should get health insurance. You should get health insurance for your child as soon as they're born.
Because I was.
Then they can set them up for life too, for you get for life. So
I was in the streets, and I was I've been in the streets like all kind of ways. I've been in the streets good, and I've been in the streets bad, and I've been in the streets bad but good. Yeah, you know, and I never had health insurance or health pocket full of money, plenty money, plenty. And I didn't get health insurance and life insurance.
No one taught us that.
My people had it on, but I didn't have it on me.
Because your people knew I
So like about a year ago, not too long ago, I called my daughter, my mama, my father, and my brothers, and I told them if something happened to me, this is where my policy is, and this is where you get them. This is where you call. I got health insurance, life insurance, and yes, I want to be resuscitated.
You did? That's peace. That's peace.
Bro,
take me down. I'm ready to finish my journey.
I work in a hospital, and when I be up on floors going to see people, they have that D and R up there that mean do not resuscitate. Yeah, I want to be resuscitated. I want to, I don't know the situation.
Yeah, you should.
I've talked to people that was on life support for months, and then they came back. So like,
I think it varies. Depends.
It depends on what condition am I in,
and what's wrong with you.
Yeah, and what's wrong with me.
So
yeah, it depends on that. But so life insurance and health insurance is very important. It should be more important for everybody. But if you in the streets, it should be definitely more.
Because your kids and your family can't depend upon you.
Because if I would have died in the streets, I would make the money. But
how your family gonna maintain?
Yeah, how they gonna maintain when I'm gone, and what they gonna have to do?
This is good, man. People should actually look into doing getting that now. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody should.
You know, you can't afford.
They got something out there for everybody.
They got term life. They got all types of things. You know what I'm saying? But life insurance, full life is the best. You know what I'm saying? As far as if you're younger, it's cheaper.
Yeah, but I think I already told my family like don't use $10,000 and have me know
I'm getting burnt.
Traditional funeral. I told my family to cremate me.
That's what I'm going to.
You take you give me an old $40 urn.
She'll need it.
Don't.
I told her get the urn they give you.
Get a little Ziploc bag. Yeah, keep that one. Get a little urn and go.
I told her throw me in the garden.
Yeah. Because just remember, I'm always happy, energetic. I love people. I talk like don't
ash to ash.
I don't.
I mean, a lot of people get it twisted. That's why I love nice things, but I ain't into material things because that'll get you caught up.
I think Tupac was above his time. He said, "Why we don't laugh at death and cry at birth." It's hard though.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. What I'm gonna say to everybody out here. He just said he think Tupac was before his time. Now, the Creator makes no mistakes. Remember, so whatever time it was, that was his time.
He was on that time. Yeah, so we saying he was really on that time.
On that time. Wouldn't have been here. It'd been here if this is his time.
Hey, but we know a lot of stars that never went to the NBA and the football.
Yeah,
We
I know a couple.
lot of stars.
Yeah, good players. But
Good
we know a couple
players.
stars from Providence.
Yeah,
a couple players like Twan Jameson. You know, grew up with him. You know, Jeff McGinnis.
Yeah, we was
playing ball.
we went to school with all of them.
Yeah, I seen a couple of them boys play. You know, my cousin, like you know, he assistant now. He up there at Colorado with Dion.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a lot of people.
Yeah, we got a whole lot of
A
people.
whole lot. Reggie Clark used to play for Green Bay. It's a whole bunch. I know a lot. Then Pat Willis, you know, went to school with my cousin Elijah was here with me yesterday.
Yeah.
He played for Chicago Bulls.
But it's a lot of people that didn't never go though.
That's a lot of our friends.
Our friends that was good that didn't go. Like a lot.
But you know what the problem was, right?
What?
We wasn't destined to go too, but I think the problem was our determination.
Yeah, determination.
We wasn't determined to make it to the league. We just
determined to get high.
That's the same time.
We want to get high.
That's it.
Yeah, we just wanted to chill in the hood.
But other people had determination to make it to the league. You know, we wanted to get our mama out of the situation. We wanted to make our situation better.
Yeah.
We wanted the quick way. We wanted to sell drugs. Other people learned that I wanted to make it this way to get my mom out. Yeah. They ain't had a heart to sell drugs. They had a heart to do what we did.
Yeah, a whole lot, man. It was real crazy.
It's ain't bad or good, but they just didn't have that heart to go out here and sell to people they know some drugs to hurt them.
So I know. See, I gotta know how to ask you this question.
Just ask it, bro.
Cause you a thinker. Like you probably know what I'm gonna say.
No, I don't know what you gonna say, but I'm with you. But just say it. I don't think
so like no.
Okay.
It's not that kind of like. If before you, I'm gonna say, found yourself, your true self.
Okay.
All right, now let's.
I'm there.
Before
I found myself,
you found
I'm there.
your true self.
I'm there.
Is there some? Would you do it over? Would you go back and do it over?
What you mean? Would I do be the
Would you go back? Would you go
and do
back?
this where I'm at now?
No. Would you go back to a certain place
Oh, and
in
not
your life, like maybe 3rd, 4th grade? Now you with the world of before you can be anything. What you do?
I'm just using this for the podcast, but I don't look at it like that. Yeah, I would.
All right.
I'll go back to the 7th grade.
But okay, now this is before
I know exactly
he found himself.
Yeah, this is before I found myself. I go back to 7th grade.
Well, I'm gonna leave you right there. You
No,
want to find yourself too?
Now, you made me go real. I started thinking why I want to go back to the 7th grade.
Now where you at today? Do you want to go back?
Nah.
Cause you where the Creator wants you to be.
No, yeah, exactly. I don't want to go back. I wouldn't go back if I could trade plays. I would, even though I could be more set financially.
Yeah, and not only financially, you could have found yourself in 7th grade then. Now you can go back and find yourself in 7th grade.
A different way. It would have been the way I found myself.
It would have been a different way.
Yeah, it would have been a different way somebody else would have found me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I wouldn't because I don't think I'd change the finances.
So where did you first hear about Moors at? Moorish.
I was locked up when I first heard about Moor.
So this is like, you
2004, I thought.
So you like a jailhouse?
Nah, I ain't even mess with them.
Nah.
Cause I was just what you call holding downtown. I ain't never get shipped off to no time.
Oh, you just waiting.
I couldn't afford a bond.
You had a bond. It's hard to think that. What was your bond?
Like 120,000.
So 12,000.
Yeah. And you know me, I'm a type of guy. I was in a situation I was struggling in. So I was like, nah. And mama trying to make the thing happen, like, nah, just let it go down, cool out, relax. I'm all right.
You know, she come to get you. You know,
man,
she got to put up.
She
got to put up with she.
Yeah, but I talked into, you know what I'm saying, peaceful. I was peace. I stayed in there until we got out real cheap enough where we could get out easy. You know what I'm saying? And it was beautiful that way.
Yeah, that's
so. And I learned a lot. I ran across a brother. He's like, man, you know, because the situation I was in, it wasn't my situation. I was just hanging with not the wrong people. That's my brother. My brother got caught up with something I was in there. I wasn't going to tell him it's years, he is, or what. I just figured I'd go through the process. But brother said, man, you don't need to be here. This is what you need to be studying.
Yeah.
And he put me on more side.
And you got out because
I looked it up.
I seen your life when it like took a turn and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember when you first started experimenting with them, changing your diet and reading. Yeah. Like one day I came in, like your room smelling like smoke. Yeah. Then next day I came in and you got books. Yeah. You going out in the backyard. You got jars of water in the ground. Yeah. Like that was crazy. Yeah. And like I didn't know what was taking place. Yeah. But
that's a beautiful trip.
But you was in a master class at that time that we didn't even know. Look, I see what was taking place now.
It's like I tell my brothers, man. Like a lot of times, you know, they be talking. I be like, brothers, y'all used to call me the preacher, man, because I used to try to get y'all on what I was on. And it was sort of preacherish, you know what I'm saying? But it was just about taking responsibility and accountability for yourself. Yeah. So I had to be by myself and look in myself and see what I had in here. Why I do this? Why? That's why all this self-time. You know, like I was telling my wife, I ain't had sex for 18 months. I ain't go out and do nothing for 18 months except smoke some weed and go to work. Yeah. And meditate and yoga and, you know, Tai Chi and studying and for 18 months straight. 18 you know what I'm saying? 18 months straight. I ain't never know about it. Just learn myself.
Yeah. Sometimes that's where you got to go and be alone sometimes.
That's why I tell my son, I can live forever if I want to.
Yeah. but it ain't nothing wrong with that though. You got to be alone sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes you gonna know yourself.
Yeah.
How's you gonna know yourself?
How you can't be alone? How you gonna be with somebody?
Yeah, I mean,
you can't even be by yourself. You ain't all right with you.
That's why I was telling you, I don't even trust me sometimes in certain situations. So I mean, I trust that you gonna do what you gonna do. I trust you gonna be who you are. And that's at any given moment. It might be this part, might be that one, but you're gonna be you. That's why I say I don't judge about nobody doing this. You just you. You know, I'm just showing me this aspect of you.
You know, one thing I noticed about you growing up though, like you had the same solid click. It was still got each and every one of y'all. Let me see.
And still living, yeah.
Everybody still living. Yeah. I think one of them just don't. Even maybe I don't know, but each and one of y'all.
All of us still. Okay. We're still around. I mean, we got some that's kind of distant.
But they
passed away. But that initial click from the hood, we still there.
And every last one of y'all still tight. I know every last one of y'all
still tight.
All these years.
Yeah, still tight. We bicker sometimes we have little disagreements.
That's what. Who don't have disagreements?
I love a disagreement.
Yeah, who ain't gonna have disagreements? Is you man enough to
call it stark, too clean? Can't be too clean.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you gotta.
So when you do have a disagreement, do you focus more on being right?
I don't have disagreements with nobody with my wife and my son. And
do you focus more on being right?
She says I focus more on being right. I think I focus more on now that I'm thinking about it, brother, I'll be honest, I think I'm more focused on proving the point.
So if you found out 25 minutes into it that you were wrong, would you admit it, or do you just got to go with it?
Got to bow down and say, I admit I was wrong. I told her the other day, we had a situation where she was best for this situation. Somebody was dealing with me. I said, nah, you need to deal with this person. She better. I ain't going to go because I know it.
Yeah, whatever,
So I gave her, that person, the opportunity to deal with her because she was best for that situation. So I'm not afraid. I know what's best for the situation. I'm always looking out for what's best. Yeah. If it ain't me, it ain't me.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, peace.
So you got different people in your life that serve different purposes.
Exactly. I mean, yes, you got.
Like if you on a cliff, you want to call someone you know that can talk you down. Then you know if you call such, they.
I'm on a cliff. I'm either call you a Chuck because I can laugh. But no, I'm just tripping. But if I'm in a situation, I got nobody. Two people. My mama and her, my wife. And Chuck, I'll be honest. I talk to Chuck, but I don't.
So you were just playing about me?
Nah.
I mean, you said.
If I'm on a cliff, I'm calling you. You gonna make me laugh.
I'm gonna come sit beside you on that cliff.
And make me laugh. We're gonna trip out. That's my point. That's my point. So that's why I say, if I'm on a cliff, you say, well, I'm on a cliff, who I call.
Yeah.
I said, but usually I just talk to Chuck, my mama, or my wife.
Yeah. We're gonna figure it out. Yeah, just sometimes you gotta figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes.
We've been figuring it out a long time.
This is what I tell people. It's a book called, I don't know if I cuss on it again.
Yeah, you can cuss.
It's called a subtitle art of not giving a fuck.
A subtitle art of not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's beautiful because it tells, like, if I'm in a situation and I feel this way, I'm acknowledging I feel this way.
Yeah.
But I'm responsible for what happens after this. After this acknowledgement, I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna make the best out of the situation. So we always want to be selfish and do what's best for us. I want to try to make everybody peace. I just want to be peace
with everybody.
Yeah, just peace.
Yeah.
At peace, you know, when the water's not raging and the water's still, you can see through it. You can see to the bottom of the water. So I want to be still water. I want to be able to see through it.
Yeah, I like peace too, man.
Yeah, I like peace.
I like peace.
Maybe when I start
What's those 5 you said? Peace,
love, peace, freedom, and justice.
Freedom and justice.
So those 4 principles are not served, then justice must be served.
Justice must be served. So do justice always got to be peaceful?
Nah, justice comes in all forms.
Justice comes in all forms.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? Not me.
Sometimes we might have to take off somebody's head. Who knows? But you were just saying that.
Yeah, I was just saying
about your daughter.
I mean, yeah.
So you never know what situation. So justice comes in different forms. There's no good or bad. That's why I don't believe in good or bad.
And you know, as a person, like, yeah, we were just saying that about, like, if you mess with my family, then you got to.
Justice must be served. That's called justice.
Yeah, because and then a lot of people might look, and it's easy for somebody to tell you.
We've been hypothetical.
It's easy for somebody to tell you to pray about it until someone is messing with their daughter or their kids or their family. It's easy. Oh, I'm pray, just pray about the problem. It's gonna be all right until it's happening to you.
Okay, then that's what I deal with Christians. I ask them which part of the Bible you want me to use. The new or the old?
I like that old telling. They be like, you punch me in the
I'm punch you back. That's my point.
What the new?
You know what Jesus talking about? Turn the other cheek.
Said turn the other cheek.
It didn't mean it like that.
And people be for real. You turn the other cheek, you have a.
You know the prophet knows what they say.
What?
You take it from people. I forgot the proper way to say it, Paul said. But you take it from somebody, you take it from them. You take it from them. You take it all you can. But they keep giving it to you. Guess what? You turn around and drop the world on them.
On the head.
You got to. I mean, you can only take with so much.
You
ain't gonna take my flesh. I ain't Jesus. You ain't finna take my flesh.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I ain't Jesus.
Yeah.
All itself.
That's why I like to smile, be humble, and talk to people. And I'd rather us have peace than be mad at each other. And even if you mad at me too. And I ain't do nothing, I still come talk to you and see how can we move forward. Because I don't want you.
You know, a lot of times, that's all it takes is a discussion.
You
figure out it's bullshit why you mad.
Exactly.
Or somebody else said it. It ain't nothing I said. It's just something you feel like I may have thought. I mean, that's all it takes is a discussion. You figure out it's bullshit why you mad.
Exactly.
Or somebody else said it. It ain't nothing I said. It's just something you feel like I may have thought. I mean, it's
now, first of all, like, you can't come to me and try and damage nobody's relationship with my relationship with nobody else.
You know why? Because that shows you insecurity. That shows you you'll go to somebody else and damage our relationship.
You can't come to me.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at you all.
That makes you look, and people think that's cool, but that makes you look like, okay.
Look.
What you saying about me?
Now they done just came to me talking about you, and now they back over there
talking
with you. Now I see y'all, yeah.
But see, and a lot of times that happens, and like a lot of people come to me for stuff, and I be honest with them, and people like, man, you be taking sides. No, I'm taking sides. No. That's how they feel. And that's what they desire. So that's what I'm saying. If they want to get to that desire, that's how they get to that. Now you might desire something else.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna be honest. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you ask about me, I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care about much.
That's about like me. I'll be honest. Like, if you don't want that honesty, don't come to me.
I sugarcoat it.
Yeah. Nah.
I don't like hurt people's feelings a lot of times.
That hurt people.
Now I tell them, but I sugarcoat. I use different scenario parables and metaphors.
Yeah, because
talk
you
about
God.
And I talk about me. Like, man, I went through this, man. You know.
Yeah. No, and that comes from that
makes them feel like
I've been there. I know where you at. But
that
at
makes
the end
them
of
feel
the day,
better.
Man, you don't want to keep doing that.
That's what I do for a walk.
That hurt.
That's the walk.
Yeah, that hurt.
You
I
remember,
did
man.
that.
It's on you, man. Yeah. You keep doing it.
That hurt.
Leave.
Yeah.
But I'm a consoler, so they see. I do that so they can open up and they can understand I'm where you at. I've been there.
Yeah.
Before I leave, I'm listening. But if you want to do this, now that's the key. If you want to do this, gotta do this, man.
You got to do it.
But if you don't want it, hey, keep going what you doing.
Do you listen to a lot of music now?
Nah.
No, you don't.
No.
I mean, you used to love music.
I still love it, but I don't have 1, 2, 3 artists I listen to.
Who?
Coach NYM, Stickman, and I listen to Talib, I listen to J. Cole, and I listen to, I forgot the brother I just listened to. Gifted Hands.
Okay.
You might not know him.
Nah, I think I have heard. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I don't listen to the mainstream too much. But I mean, people trip. Older people might really trip. This music that, man, do you realize what? Oh, me so. I mean, you realize the music we listen to?
Yeah.
Do you realize what we listen to?
No.
Kill 'em, bang bang. That's gangsta started.
Yeah,
I mean, come on. So we forget, like, it's a song. Someone said, y'all old niggas stop acting brand new. Like Tupac ain't have a nose ring too.
Yeah.
Like,
I ain't heard that.
I'm just saying, like, that's why we trip people acting like we ain't been through this. You gotta understand, man. It's a cycle. And this cycle keep repeating itself. So all you gotta do is get a look in that cycle and see who need this help to complete this.
So can you stop the cycle?
Nah, it's been going on forever. Jesus was fighting, Moses was fighting, Muhammad was fighting.
So is there a place the cycle can be stopped though?
I don't think so.
Just
As long as you're in the flesh, you can't be, because it got to be a positive and negative. It got to be a balance act. It got to be night and day. It got to be man and woman. It got to be two different.
So ain't no way it's just gonna be.
Nah, that's why you got to be at peace with it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I tell people, evil always existed. And I just showed you Isaiah 45:7.
Yeah.
We're talking about God created you. So evil always existed. There's always Jesus been fighting on every prophet. Noah, that's why God even been fighting for them again. That's why he didn't know. Build an ark. I'm gonna take them all these off. So it's always been like that, man. It's gonna always be like that. It's just the way we deal with it. It's always gonna be opposition. It's always gonna be an opposing force. As long as you're in the flesh.
Somebody said the only op you should have is opportunity. I said the only op you should have after 30 is opportunity.
What you think? I'm with him. You know what I'm saying? That I'm with him. I ain't got no ops. I mean,
no, I'm just saying, at 30, what you still doing beefing?
Cause we haven't manned up. We still teenagers.
That's it. You think
we still want to dress up and look pretty to get a woman?
You know, I was telling somebody this last night, man. I did a podcast last night, and I was telling somebody this. You know, as far as like keeping it real and all that stuff, like I'm solid, and it's only one thing like that people can say about me, but they can't use it.
What?
About me. That's when I was strong. That's when I
What you mean? When you did things in that
when
state?
I was in act of addiction, I sold myself for crack. I'm solid, and it's only one thing like that people can say about me, but they can't use it.
What?
About me. That's when I was strong. That's when I
What you mean? When you did things in that
when
state?
I was in act of addiction, I sold myself for crack.
What they gotta do with it?
I say as far as people talking about us or saying things towards us, that's the only thing that they ever.
People say this.
I say they can.
Shoes.
I can say they can say it, but it don't hold no weight.
Okay,
come to me.
Me, okay.
Like that, they don't. Yeah, that don't got.
Well, like I said, I tell my people, we all have a past. We all have things we've done that we're not too proud of. But that doesn't make you no better because you did something different.
And this is how I put it though. I said,
Hold
Just because I make them mad don't mean my light's gonna get cut off tomorrow. I ain't gonna get kicked out my place. Like they ain't like I mean like I'm still gonna have food in my refrigerator. My daughter, my family still gonna be alright. So like that and then like and you know that's where I caught my foot caught for a long time, man. I didn't feel like I actually had freedom because of that little thing.
Because you let that hold against you.
That was so.
You let that hold against you.
I did that.
Yeah, you
but
did.
I said when I freed myself
when
from
you
that,
took responsibility,
and I took responsibility, and I said it out loud, and I said it to myself, and I said it on my, and you can't use that again.
Nah,
and that's how I became
no
free. It don't hurt me no more.
Yeah.
That's why I smile and laugh and joy. You know how it is being
that's
around.
Beautiful. Well, okay, can I ask you a question then? Since you the interview, I want to ask you a question. How could you assist someone else that may be going through that so they can free themselves?
How can I assist someone else that gonna get honest, get freedom, get free? Your
Because a lot of us go through that where I know you said we want to get free, we want to tell them, but what led you to just say, okay, I'm just gonna do it?
Because so like if I walk into if I walk into a room or I'm somewhere in the room online, no matter where it was, and I see somebody that know my story and know that part of my story, I had to hold back from things that I wanted to say because it may have been centered around. I had to hold back. Like I really wanted, when I walked into the room, I felt awkward because I was like, because that person may know my past. They know the things that I did. And and if I go and get high today, I may still do that. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's my reality. Then I had to and then the moment I said to myself one day.
What made you say to yourself that?
I said, because pain.
You got tired of just holding back.
Pain as in physical,
you got tired of holding back.
Mental pain,
In your mind,
I was open to be me. I'd be like, what if I'm on a show or on an ad, or I wake up one morning and somebody be like, oh, you remember this? It's just the same one.
But you already let it out. So now,
you can't hold that.
Now that's gone now. So it don't. So
you can't.
I see what you're saying.
That's a whole nother type of freedom. That's a whole nother type of freedom.
So that made you that lifted the weight off your shoulder.
It lifted the weight off.
So now you was able to go in there and be your authentic self with
anybody,
on any situation,
on any stage, any situation.
So you're telling them somebody holding this in, they're not being their authentic self because they may not be doing all they want to do or say because they may be fearful of what this other person may be saying.
They can do more. Holding that in is almost like trauma.
That's what I'm saying.
It's almost that's almost like trauma. You know how many people that have, you know why people come home and they kill themselves and they wonder, and then they find out later on that they were bullied in school, or why people come home and they kill themselves, you come home find out later on that they had interest in the same sex, or why people kill themselves because of job or whatever, because that's called trauma, because they ain't deal with what was in front of them.
Yeah, they ain't deal with it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Take responsibility and deal with it.
Imagine this. Imagine me. Okay, so like the hood, the hood know me.
Yeah.
Like, and imagine you got 8 billion people in this world, and you letting a hood of 100 people hold you back.
That's what's happening.
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
And you letting 100 people that know you want to look good in their face and in their eyes.
Yeah, when they ain't. And we just talk about what they're doing. They won't even share your post.
And they won't even share your post or nothing. But you want to look.
But you hold it there.
You care about what they. But
they don't care.
I got free.
So you saying recently?
No.
I'm saying, but when you got free, that allows you to.
That allowed me
to be the podcast now.
Yeah, I can get on my because it don't.
They don't affect you.
Yeah, it don't.
Because whatever they say, you have let that go.
Because I got some people in my life right now today
that
love me.
Regardless.
Regardless.
You always have people that do that.
You
just didn't know that. Because you wasn't your authentic self.
I wasn't my authentic self, and I always felt like someone was judging me.
They was.
Which they was.
They always judge you.
They still gonna do
that. That judgment don't hold no weight.
Judgment don't hold no weight.
Yes.
Now when I go to bed at night, I sleep at night.
But guess what? They thinking about you.
But they
And you sleep.
Yeah. And I was worried about them when they won't even like nothing and share nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
See,
so that's a freedom.
But that's beautiful, man, because you know I may have some couple things, but I guess when the time comes, I mean, ain't nothing. I'm free with everything, so I'm sure some things somebody might want to ask me one time that I'm gonna have to let out that don't nobody know. But it's peace. It's cool. So that allows you to be able to like stand on whatever you stand on.
Stand on whatever I'm standing on. Like that.
What?
Okay, so this is the thing, right? This is how I see it, okay? What if somebody was watching this that really didn't know me one day and they'd be like, oh no, gosh, and it's okay today.
What you mean they decide they don't want to watch no one just?
Yeah, it's okay today. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm on.
Nah, you okay? But what's that's what it means to be forgiven of your sins.
Boom.
We ain't talking about God. God is my Father. He don't care about me.
People is the last ones to forgive you.
That's my point. That's why I say you must be forgiven of your sins.
But listen, the thing that I've done and what we talking about and what I did in Act Over Dick, I don't need people forgiveness for that.
But this is my point. A lot of people don't understand why they don't want to get forgiveness for somebody else. They ain't got nothing to do with their life or nothing about their life.
Yeah, but
it's because they haven't forgiven themselves for what they've done.
You know what? Okay, so let me see how I'm gonna put this. I know a person, right? They was going through something. They were going through something, crying about it every, and we reached out. When people reached out, it's gonna be all right. And took them and loved them till they learned to love themselves again. Yeah. But when it was time for them to show that same grace, they didn't do it. They was hard. They did not do it. When it was time for them to forgive and tell that person it's gonna be all right and I'm sorry.
Some people ain't built like that.
They didn't.
We just talking about some of it. We could, like you said, on the option be what
opportunity.
But like a lot of times we our own opposition because we want somebody to be perfect. I want this example. I want you to be how I want Bird to be. I want you to be how I want Lewis to be. Not how you are, but I want you to be how I want you to be. So anytime you do something that I don't like, I'm gonna talk about it because you ain't like I want you to be. But you. That's the problem.
I lived out like that for a long time.
That's the problem.
That got me in a lot of trouble.
It get people in trouble now.
It don't get me in no trouble.
Not you, because you grown.
And I don't got and I don't live I live how I want to live today.
But that's what I was saying earlier. Like you saying, you honest and truthful. I'm not all the time. Sometimes I say I pacify. Sometimes I don't want to hurt good. See, and that's what I mean. You honest truth, so you can do that. A lot of us can't do this thing.
So when you don't fit inside people's bubble, you ain't got no use for you now.
So they're gonna talk about you. They're gonna do it. They ain't gonna support you. They ain't gonna do nothing.
They ain't gonna do nothing. But when they
can I say this, brother?
Since you say
you good, right?
I'm good.
So I can say that. So they see you. We was just talking about this earlier. They see you and say, "Oh man, he ain't getting high no more. He ain't doing this no more. He trying to, man, no man, he can't do this. I ain't did this. I ain't got nothing. He can't come up and get more than me already. Man, no man, he can't do this. He used to do this and that." That's how people think, brother.
But I did that. I did that too.
That's my point, but they don't see the strength in you to go from there to this.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, I gotta keep encouraging this brother. Look, I seen when he was here. I gotta keep going. Look how far he done made it. I'm with you, brother. Whatever you want. That's why I say you wanna come over, brother. Yeah. And see, people aren't like that. But they want you to still be in that box so they know you because you Lord in it.
I can really say this though about me though, even in Act of it, when I was using, you knew I was using, I still could come over wherever you was. I was always invited.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
I don't judge people. I can't judge you.
It didn't matter.
Why can judge you?
You ain't got no hell or no heaven to put me in.
I ain't got nothing to do with you. What the hell I got for it?
Yeah. So that's the thing with me, man. I like that. And as far as
Amen.
Yeah, you never know who you're gonna need. You be talking down on people.
Nah, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna say this to y'all. I don't know who understands, but people who've taught me the most in life, and people who we would call homeless, people who have been drug addicts. It's a brother, man. I don't want to say his name, but he know what I'm talking about. He used to be on drugs a lot. People used to down and talk about him. And he had passion, dreams of writing plays and doing this and that. And people who we would call homeless, people who have been drug addicts. It's a brother, man. I don't want to say his name, but he know what I'm talking about. He used to be on drugs a lot. People used to down and talk about him. And he had passion, dreams of writing plays and doing this and that. And I just sit around him and we talk, we build, and he go walk off, do what he do, come back, we build. And he's, one day, he was done with this addiction or whatever. He's like, bro, I appreciate you being there for me. I said, brother, you don't even know you was there for me. So you know what I'm saying? So these people that go through these situations that we look at as on a lower level than us, these are the people that know the most about life, can teach you the most about life, can show you how to get where you want to get quick as possible.
Bro, I'm an addict. Guess what they say? Addict spend $100,000 a year with no job.
That's what I'm saying. They tell you how to get where you want to go. They show. If you sit down and talk to anybody, you can say any type of addict, if it's a sex addict or not, you can learn how they get this and that. So like you said, when we was young, when they had the MOOR commercial, where they put the devil in the car and they crash them. You can learn a lot from it. So it depends on your perspective. That's why I always tell you, you gotta have a perspective on it. You can't look at stuff like this and this and that. You gotta look at like, I'm learning from this. You know, it's making me more disciplined, or I'm aspire to this.
Yeah.
So it's either or, man. It's simple though.
Yeah.
We make these products because we want to get this. We want this person like us. Well, Lewis don't want me to be this person. He want me to be this person. I'm gonna be this person around him.
You can call me Bird.
I mean, Bird, I'm gonna be this person around him, but I'm gonna be this person around him. And I'm gonna be this person around this person.
Ooh, that's a lot of work.
You see what I'm saying?
When you get home,
that's why you get home. That's why when they do something like, I don't did all this for him and he ain't it. So, a lot of people unaware that that's what's going on. But I'm telling you, these 18 months, I studied by myself. I realized I did this.
So, if I was just going to tell somebody, man, like, be yourself, man, it's just so much freedom. We talk about Jesus.
Is it a transition period?
Is it a transition as far as?
We older now. When you come out of that shell initially, because everybody's like this. Every person in the world hides certain things, not their authentic self. When you do it,
anytime somebody,
it's a release. Boy.
So it is a release, and it's a transition. It's a transitional period. Anytime you can sit down and you can talk to somebody about something you've been holding in, or about something that's been hurting you, that's a transitional period. Where it transition to depends on the individual. But that's always a transitional period. If I sit down and tell you, all right, man, like, as a child, I was sexually abused.
Right.
If I'm sitting down telling you that, I say it's been hurting me. That's why I was acting out. Because when I acted out, I got attention, even if it meant going to jail or whatever. That is a transition. That's somebody that's trying to come up out of that. They ain't trying to let that hurt them no more.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
And it's so beautiful.
It'd be a beautiful thing if we could find an avenue for people to do that. That's what I think your podcast actually be.
It is so beautiful.
For people to be their authentic self.
You got to be.
I mean, but it's so difficult when you're in this world of fake people. Everything is fake.
Everything.
So it's hard to be authentic because you're not accepted when you're authentic.
You can get on everything. You can see somebody and they be the most beautiful person on the internet. Then you meet them in real life and they call it a catfish.
Like what Drake calls it, a demon child.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But you can be whatever you want to be on the internet.
That's my point. So I'm saying it's beautiful. The thing about it, you can do whatever you want, but it don't hold no weight in real life.
Yeah. It don't. I think
you can make some finance, you can be, but still in real life, who you are gonna hold the most weight. You know what I'm saying? Your interaction, your relationships with people will hold more weight than your money.
Yeah.
Because if you got a lot of money, you're bad people, they're gonna take all your money.
But if you got the relationship with a lot of people and you lose your money today, the relationships is
gonna build your money right back. Because you know why?
You
could. Now this is something that one of my people taught me to, one of my mentors. He had a lot of money, millions of dollars, like $2 million.
Yeah.
He lost it. He had a lot of relationships. That's what he told me. So you know what? He said when he lost it, people that was only making $30,000 a year, but they had a good relationship that he helped out when he could, gave him thousands of dollars when they saved it, just so he can get back. And then once he get back, he gonna. So he was like, these people didn't have the money to give, but they gave it because of our relationship.
Bro, it's crazy because like I asked somebody one time for a few dollars and they wanted me. Waving Boosie. Waving Boosie's.
He dealing with the truth about it is his stuff.
Yeah.
And he got the right to get more his money. He got to pay his money. That's how he feed this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. How could another man? This is my thing about people telling other people how they should react, how other people do things.
Yeah, keep calm.
Like, I mean, you can't tell them how to react. Then the next minute somebody do something, you tell them on the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird, man. We some fickle people, man.
Yeah. But man, yeah, man, it's really been nice,
It's
man.
been beautiful,
Sit
brother. We
down
gotta do it again,
and
man.
chop, man. We got to sit down
It's
here
been
and
beautiful,
chop it
man.
up, man. Like how we touched on some different topics,
Yeah.
man, but we could do it deep, man. Like we
We can go whatever, brother. So
You know what I'm
next
saying,
live we do, we're gonna do another
I
live.
appreciate love,
And
you, brother, and peace.
love you too.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do another live
Yes, sir.
soon.
And man, y'all remember, man.
Developing Thought 7. Developing Thought 7.
Yeah.
Sacred Riot coming soon.
Coming soon, Sacred
Coming soon.
Warrior.
Sacred Riot. There we go. We're coming soon, baby.